Hey, it's Kirkpatrick, and welcome back to the Executive Job Search Secrets podcast. And for today's episode, I want to talk about something I think that is really misunderstood, and it's having a real negative impact in a lot of people's job search, and that is the hidden job market. Now, how do you navigate it? What does it exactly mean? And how should you be handling the hidden job market in your search during this time of crisis? I am excited to get into this topic. I think it's a really important thing for people to understand. The hidden market is severely misunderstood, and I think having a clear understanding about what the hidden job market is going to have a big impact on the success of your job search. Because let's face it, there are no hidden jobs. I mean, there are a couple hidden jobs, but I'm going to keep this really brief. I'm going to keep it to the point because let's face it, if you're looking for a job, you have things to do. You have better things to do than just watch me on here. You need to get out there and you need to be productive. So if you know me, if you follow our strategies, or if you're actively seeking, I'm going to encourage you that you need to be leveraging LinkedIn extensively for success. You need to be focusing on utilizing LinkedIn to be successful when it comes to your job search, because the world is moving online right now. That I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, that this pandemic has thrust the need of use of technology like Zoom, like LinkedIn, meeting people online. It's thrust that about 5 years in advance, right? And so now what's happening, I used to say the goal of utilizing LinkedIn was to take that, to build a relationship online, to take it offline, right? So the goal was to, hey, let's meet on here, let's introduce each other, let's get to know each other a little bit. But the objective of those engagements, once you found a synchronicity between the two people, was to take it offline and meet in person somehow, some way. Now that's changed. Everything is staying online. It doesn't matter your opinion of what's going on with COVID, if you believe that it's a crisis or if you believe it's overblown. I'm not here to get into that, but the reality is the world is where we are. Even if somebody else is okay with COVID, or if you're okay with COVID and you're willing to take that risk, you have to understand that the world is going this route of technology. And LinkedIn now is more important than it's ever been before. Understanding Zoom is more important than it's ever been before. I'm actually going to do my next episode is going to be on navigating Zoom interviews, because I think it's really vital to understand to be successful with your job search, being comfortable with that. So we'll be getting into that in the next episode. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and the podcast to get the notifications when that video comes out, because I think that'll help you extensively. But let's get back on topic here when it comes to the hidden job market. Now, this is what the hidden market is. Think about it this way. When somebody is looking to fill a position, what's the first thought that goes through their head? It's, who do I know that would be a good fit for this position, right? And the second thought they think is, who do I know that knows somebody that would be a good fit for this position, right? Nobody ever says, I'm looking to hire somebody. The first thing I'm going to think about is putting a post on Indeed, or to put a post on Career Builder, or use some executive job board. That is the last case resort that any hiring or decision maker or leader in a company is going to rely upon. Unless you're talking about, there are some of these larger organizations that obviously, like the Amazons of the world, a lot of the med tech industry kind of functions this way. So there are certain circumstances where this isn't the case, but for the most part, I would say 80% of organizations go through this process. The small to medium-sized businesses, which is where most of the jobs are, utilize this process of saying, who do I know? Who do I know that knows somebody that might be a good fit for this position? And how do I network my way into that, right? So that's why I say 70 to 80% of the jobs that you're looking for are never going to be posted or advertised. Now, that's the hidden market. I'm saying that to say that when you are looking for jobs in the hidden market, you are not looking for jobs. You're not going out there and looking for specific opportunities that are tucked away and being hidden from you. Nobody's hiding anything. If there's opportunity, there's opportunity. And I always coach people to say that when you are looking for a job, if you are approaching your job search like a job seeker, you're handling it wrong, because you're coming from a place of reaction. You're coming from a place of you're down here and the job seeker is up here. So the power struggle is they hold all the power and you hold none. You need to be handling your job search like you are positioning yourself as an investment in the marketplace, because let's face it, anytime a company hires you, they're hiring to solve a problem for the organization, right? They're hiring to solve a problem that they're experiencing. The question is, how are you as human capital, as an investment, going to solve that problem and be able to create a return on investment, right? It really, there's a lot that comes to it that comes into play after, when it comes to culture and personality and fit and alignment and all these different things. But the very foundational core of this, you need to make sure that you are positioning yourself as the number one investment in the marketplace for what they do, right? That is what it comes down to. So when you look at it that way, the first thing is for you to have clarity. Don't worry about the job market. Don't worry about anybody else out there. You need to take a step back, focus on clarity, focus on who you are, what you do, why you do it, the problems that you solve, why you are a great investment, the companies that you're a great investment for, the types of cultures, the types of fits, the size of organization, the corporate structure, all those things that you believe you are the best fit for. And then once you have that clarity, you're going to be able to go out and start networking with people. And guess what? When you start networking with people effectively, that's going to be what gets you access into the hidden market, right? Because when you network with people effectively, listen, I've had a lot of jobs for our clients created for them simply because there's never a shortage of opportunity, right? So when you handle this with with the right process, that's why we have a 5-step process we coach all of our clients through. And the first step is 100% of the time starting with having that clarity about yourself, about what you're looking for. Because when you have that, you're going to be able to differentiate yourself in the marketplace. You're going to be able to speak more clearly and articulately to why you are the best fit for that position. Because let's face it, if you can't sell yourself and clearly communicate to yourself why you believe you're the best fit for an opportunity, how is any hiring or decision maker going to have the faith that and understanding about why you might be the fit for that position, right? So you have to start with clarity 100% of the time. And if you don't, you are shooting yourself in the foot and you're going to miss out on opportunity. And when you do that, now when you go into these conversations, remember, your job search is never about you. It's always about them. It's always about them and the problems that you can solve for them, being able to identify what challenges they have and articulate how you can solve those challenges. And so when you go onto LinkedIn, now you're armed up with ammo that very few job seekers are going to have, right? So you can network and engage with these decision makers and influencers in these companies that you're actually genuinely interested in, and you know that you're going to be interested in them for a specific reason, right? That you know that the impact you can make in these organizations is completely authentic and genuine. And so now when you're talking to them, it's not just about you looking for a job. It's about you really engaging with these individuals on LinkedIn and online, or even if you make a phone call, or even if you stop by, even though stopping by to certain companies may be a little more challenging right now with all the dynamics going on in the world. But at the end of the day, it's about that engagement and you adding value to them and them being able to, see you as somebody different from the herd of job seekers out there, because there's never been fewer positions open and more job seekers out there. So the balance is completely out of whack. And so your ability to differentiate yourself in the marketplace has never been more important than it is now. And so that's a big thing. So if you haven't gotten this yet, I would really, really suggest go to executivejobsearchsecrets.com. I wrote a book. This is literally the playbook to find your ideal position predictably at the salary you deserve and faster. Go make sure you get this book. Follow the process and it'll walk you through. When I talk about starting with clarity, there's a whole section in there dedicated to how to do that. And when you do that, I promise you, it'll make a huge impact in your job search and your life, getting the results that you want as quickly as possible, predictably, and not just settling for a job in this time of crisis, but finding the job that you're looking for. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you go out and crush it. God bless, and we'll talk soon. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you were able to find some value in this episode. And I'm so excited to announce that I just launched my first book, Executive Job Search Secrets. You can get your copy for $19.99 going over to Amazon.com right now. Or, because of everything that's happening in the world right now with COVID, all the uncertainty, the high unemployment rates, I've actually purchased 1,000 copies of this book, and I'm going to send a copy to the first 1,000 people that want to take advantage of this free offer. I'm on a mission to help people get positive results in their job search, and I know that the information in this book will make a positive impact in your life. So with that, I've ordered 1,000 copies. I've paid for them. I want to send a free copy to everybody that wants to take advantage of this offer. All I ask of you is to cover the $8.95 for shipping and handling, and I will do the rest. I will get a copy right out to you in the mail as quickly as possible. All you have to do is go to executivejobsearchsecrets.com, enter your information, click the button, and I will send it right out to you. And I hope you have the best of luck with your search. Go out and crush it, and we'll see you on the next podcast.